Hello guys, welcome back to Junior Dr. Fiona Chow's YouTube channel, and today we are going to be talking academics. So we're going to be talking about the book Ethan Frome, and we're going to be doing a book review about it. So to be honest, not a lot of things happen in the book, so I'm just going to be doing a whole book review of the whole book instead of individual chapters because really, not a lot of things happen in each chapter. And so we will start with a basic summary of the whole book and end with a book review of the themes and everything. Okay, so let's start with the book summary. Okay, so as the title suggests, there is the protagonist, Ethan Frome. And before the beginning of the book, Ethan already has a wife named Zenobia Frome, or more commonly referred to as Zena. So Zena and Ethan married at first solely because Zena helped out with Ethan's mother when she was ill, but now Ethan's mother has already passed away. And Ethan finds out that he actually doesn't love Zena that much because he only married her because he felt lonely. But now they're stuck in this marriage, and so he has not really any way out. But things turn when Maddie, also known as like a far distant cousin of Zena, not Ethan, because that creates some problems, of Zena, and she comes and helps out with the household. And Ethan finds out that he actually loves Maddie, but he can't really say it because he's obligated to this marriage with Zena. And so they kind of have these sexual tension between them, and that's what the whole book basically explores. And in the end, Ethan and Maddie, because they knew that they just could not end up together without Zena knowing, so they decide to take their lives together on a sled in the snow. And so this book is set in Starksfield in Connecticut, so it's like cold and miserable. And so when they take their lives, what's interesting is that they don't actually die, even though they're trying to commit suicide. And so they end up with Ethan taking care of two Zenas. So it's kind of sad because they were doing this really romantic thing to like tie the bond essentially after they're dead, but they fail. Okay, so now for the book review. So what I thought about the book, I found the ending to be really disappointing because I actually was rooting for Maddie and Ethan to be able to end up together, but like with Zena in the way, it's kind of impossible. And you'll see from the last chapter that it's an all-around sad story because nothing happy comes out of it, but there's this really important scene throughout the whole book, which is when Zena goes out of town because she needs apparently to be treated with her illness, which I think she's only seeking for attention and more money from Ethan, but they're kind of destitute. But that's not the point. When she goes out to town, it leaves only Maddie and Ethan together. And in that scene, what's really interesting is that there's this plate that somebody gave Ethan and Zena during the wedding as a wedding gift, and it's like a really pretty plate, and Zena never uses it because it's really pretty and she wants to like cherish it, but Maddie uses it for dinner. And that night when the sexual tension was really high, that plate actually gets broken because they smashed it on the floor. And so that plate essentially symbolizes as Ethan and Zena's marriage bond, and because that plate is smashed, like it's scattered everywhere, it kind of shows, it symbolizes as how that was the turning point of Xena and Ethan. Like, their love's just completely gone, and it's Maddie and Ethan now. However, what's sad is that they still do not end up together, and in the end, it's Maddie, Ethan, and Xena together, but even more miserable all over again. So, well, if you're interested in learning about how the writer like uses certain word choices to build like tension and suspense and describe the setting at Starksfield, it's a really good book to learn about that. It's not exactly something you would read in your own time as like casual fun reading because it's not that fun, but it's a good book, educative book. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Thank you, and see you next time.